good afternoon, wherever you are around the globe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just want to welcome you to our 1000 Life Changes, our May edition, which I am just so super, super excited. And I know some people are getting, because I thought my mum made a joke just a minute ago. Go, where is everyone? And so she said that, oh, they're getting their clothes ready for the King's coronation on Saturday. So I can understand some people getting their hats and their clothes all ready for Saturday. But we are here for the 1000 Life Changes, and we are all about changing 1,000 and more people's lives around the globe through our amazing opportunity that would absolutely blow your mind. And I'm just really super excited that we have some amazing speakers with us today. And we also have our residential speakers as well. Now, let me just introduce first of all, our residential speaker. Um, this gentleman, everyone knows, we all love him and we are just so grateful for him, only because we've been doing this for now 2 years, or I think over 2 years, right? And without fail, this gentleman has been supporting us. So we so love him so much. And I just want to introduce to you Ernesto Hartog. Say hello, Ernesto.
Good evening, everyone. It's good to be back at the 1000 Life Changer Zoom, and it's good to see you, Olivia. And on the flyer, I saw already some amazing speakers. They're going to speak for you tonight. Yes, I think we've been doing this more than 2 years, every single month, and that is because we care. We care about the people. We care about our business. We care about our mission. And here we are. So, let's rock and roll today.
Let's rock and roll. So, unfortunately, our second resident speaker is a little bit under the weather, which is such a shame. And she really wanted to actually come on because she's so dedicated, but we've made the decision that she shouldn't because of her health. However, you know what? When you're married, you become one. So, in place of her, we have got her husband. So, in place of Constance O'Hannessy, we have got Anthony O'Hannessy. Anthony, say hello. You're muted.
Hello. Hi. Hi, Ernesto.
So, Anthony's going to be bringing the energy. he's going he's going to be bringing the O'Hannessy's energy here today. So, we're really, really excited about that. All right, so now, just like what Ernesto said, we are really, really excited because we have got two amazing speakers, which, wow, I'm just really, really so grateful that they accepted our invitation. The first speaker that I want to talk about is this beautiful lady. She is just so full of energy. You're going to hear the power and the excitement in her. I have known her ever since I've joined this business. And every time I see her, you've got to keep up with her. Honestly, you think that Constance is just got energy. Well, this lady has got double energy. Honestly, anybody that meets her, she's just got so much energy. And I'm just so grateful that she has joined us this evening. Belinda, please come and say hello.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I am super excited. It's true. I've got like so much energy and I'm going to literally explode as I'm here. Thank you very much for inviting me. I am very much honored and thank you. My name is Belinda Akema. Thank you.
Thanks, Belinda. Oh, lovely to see you. Our next guest now, when I joined the business, she probably doesn't know, but when I first joined the business, there were a couple of ladies that we learned from, we watched, we just admired. And I remember once we had a Zoom call and she actually came to actually teach in our Zoom call, and it was absolutely amazing. And I've been like watching her. I've just admired everything that she does. She doesn't know that quite a few of us have been watching, learning from her, and she has such an amazing, amazing, amazing business. And you know what's funny about her? I have to say, right? What's so funny about her is that she's so not. She's got such an amazing business, but she doesn't hype it as much. She's just such a cool, collective person that if you ever get to know her and her team, which I've worked with some of her team members, I was on stage with one of her team members last year. She is just an inspiration, and I'm so happy that we have actually got her onto the 1,000 Life Changers. Hayley, please say hello.
Hi guys! Oh, I love that. I was thinking, are you talking about me or not? Hi guys, I'm so honoured to be part of this call. I've seen loads about it and it's just amazing to be invited. So thank you for having me.
We'd love to have you. We're so grateful that you're here with us. So let's just get started. Let's get started right from the beginning. We always like to introduce, for those people that don't know about the 1,000 Life Changers, what this is about, why we're so excited about this great opportunity. Let's just start really from the beginning. We are celebrating 30 years of the Juice Plus company. 30 years. And over the last couple of weeks, we have been hearing about the the people that have actually made this come into fruition, the Juice Plus, from Dr. Smokey to Mr. Blair to all these great, amazing people. And 30 years, and I have to go back to Ernesto because I'm sure now, Ernesto, you must have been in this business for 30 years. Tell us, just right from the beginning, about, because you're from the corporate side, when you joined the company, what were your thoughts? What was it feel 30 years ago? Just give us a little bit of a journey of what it was ago and what Juice Plus is now.
Wow. I mean, yes, I started actually almost 30 years ago. In this July, it is 30 years ago. I started in Amsterdam as a call center agent. And what I right away loved about the company, at that time, we were still called NSA, National Safety Associates. We were selling mainly water filtration system, air filtration systems, personal alarms, still things about healthy living. It's about air, it's purified water. So we were very much into healthy living at that time already. But when I started, it was other products. And I know in 1993, I first heard about Juice Plus and how this company was having the vision with the owner, with Jay Martin, that he was fully in love with a new product that he's going to introduce in the US and later in Europe that is called Juice Plus. And it was fruits and vegetables in powder form into a capsule. And I still remember I was thinking, like, who's going to need that? I mean, who's going to use this, right? I mean, we're good in water filtration and air filtration. We're having a great business. And now we're going to do something totally new. I don't know if that's a good idea. But actually, it is always with those visionary people that can see things that have not happened yet. And Jay Martin is one of them, and John Blair is one of them, and Jeff Roberti is one of them, and Smokey Santillo, who is the creator of Juice Plus, he is one of them. They saw this big market, this big wave coming to Europe and also coming to the US, and that was food supplements. People were using food supplements, but were using synthetic food supplements, right? So we were wanting to, start something new and do it different. And that's why we came up with Juice Plus. And I know I went to one of the first events in Germany at that time. And there was there were some chefs on stage talking about Juice Plus and how healthy it is on fruits and vegetables. There were no clinical studies. Now we have almost 45 or 46. There's some more in the pipeline. Clinical studies done with the products. We're doing now 28 years of clinical trials and clinical products and studies with the product. So at that time, all of that was not there. So people were looking at an astronaut food, fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Nobody needs it. Well, time told us, and history told us, that actually millions and millions of customers later, we did the right thing. And we are the best-selling fruit and vegetable capsule, or fruit and vegetables in capsule form worldwide.
Amazing, worldwide. And a lot of people don't really appreciate that. That, just like with anything, when something starts, right from the early stages, people, they're always the doubters. But look at Juice Plus, the Juice Plus company, 30 years strong and getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And not only that, people are actually benefiting from that. Anthony, what would be your view? Because I know that Constance is not here, but at the time when you both joined the business, what made you let's hear from your story. We always hear about Constance, but let's hear from you. What was going through your mind when you decided to join this amazing company? However, because you're a successful person already in regards to the job that you do. So what really for you, not Constance, for you, Anthony, what made you decide this is a good journey for you to jump on?
Um, Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Really, for me, I didn't jump on it immediately because we discussed it at home. I was trying to use Costa as a guinea pig first, because we've actually done a lot of this kind of networking before, and we have so much products around in the house, and we've been quarreling that this one again. But when we sat down and looked at this, you don't have to ship anything. Everything is just online done for you. You just have to, share the word around, and that was the only job we had to do. So I said, okay, why don't you try? You want to lose weight before, and get the product, start a journey on the product, and then along the line, she was introduced to the business. I said, okay, you started. Let's see what's happening. The first one that she got out for something pounds, I think. I said, wow, we didn't sell anything, we didn't see, we didn't go knock down, because we used to go and knock doors and stores, and come on, they would collect the only thing, they would pay you back, it was just painful. And we have so much products we bought that told them it's other market to get into the trade. And here comes this one, you don't have to buy, you just have to, I said, wow, let's go. So she joined, and then the first month she got some couple of pounds, second month she got some pounds too. I said, well, you're getting some 40 something. Let me join, and then we do some stuff too. So that's how I joined.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing, because I know that word guinea pig, because that's exactly what my husband used me as. He used me as a guinea pig first. He said, right, okay, I know you want to lose some weight and stuff like that, and why don't you just join? But he was always focused on really joining the business, because he saw the business model. He loved the business model, and at the time, I didn't understand the business model. I felt that I was just so. I felt I was doing okay, that I didn't really need that. So,
it's like there was one we entered before this, when we had to cook for 16 households. Oh my! That was something else. You have to cook for 16 households just to sell a pot. It was tiring, and here comes this simple one. So it was just a big jump on, and she went ahead, and I saw what she was what was coming in. I said, okay, I need to get fast, but I'm telling me the stories. So that was it.
wow. What I love about this company, what I love about it, is not just about the products, it's how it changes people's lives. And Lester, you would, over the years, you would hear this so many times, how Juice Plus changed my life. But before we even talk about how Juice Plus changes people's lives, we want to know other people, how they actually got involved. Why? Because so many people watching via social media right now, or they're actually in the Zoom right now, this might be the first time they've heard of this amazing company, or they're thinking, what is all this about? So I think the most important thing is understanding how people actually got connected to this amazing company. As I've mentioned, many of you know my story already. It was through my husband, through Constance, that she used to work. They used to work together. That's how I got to know about this business. But the great thing when we have special guests is understanding, first of all, how they came in contact with this amazing company. Before we hear about how Juice Plus changed their lives, let's just find out how they actually knew about this amazing company. So let's go with you, Belinda. Tell us, how did you get to know, who was Belinda before Juice Plus? And how did you get to know about this amazing business?
Yes, thank you for that. Actually, Belinda, those days before 2017, I was those kind of lady that I was working like crazy, 7 days a week, not even there for the children, always keeping my kids with the nanny and always out there, and even after the 7 days, I still go out to borrow money after I paid all my rent. And with that, too much of not looking after myself, I got very ill, and the doctor was really on my case, blood pressure, constant headache, pigmentations all over my face, I was quite, when I mean obesity, I was quite huge. I was, I'm not a very fat person, but because of the lifestyle I was living, that changed me, and my doctor was really concerned. And that dragged on and dragged on and dragged on. And he introduced me going to the gym. I was on 2 different blood pressure medications, and yet he was still there. And the man was really concerned. And on that, that fateful day, just on the 11th of July, that day, even if you call my name, when I will tell you, that I just, I was just like on Facebook, like every other person strolling, like I always say that I call it looking at people's album. And I met this amazing lady who was actually sharing her story, and her story was similar to what I was going through. And I said to myself, if this amazing lady can actually come out and share her story, talk about, how ill she was, how her marriage packed up because of she wasn't who her husband would be. I said, that means I could be that person. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to contact this lady. And that was what I did, And to be honest, I'm so grateful that I said yes, because imagine if I was still who I was at that time, I wonder what would have happened to me and my children. And the most annoying bit is that after all that 7 days work, with all that high blood pressure, obesity, pigmentations, lack of sleep, constant headache, would I have even managed to still be alive today? That's the answer is no.
Right.
So that was what attracted me. Her story, and I joined. I started doing what she was doing. I started sharing people's stories. Started just out there. I was so excited because, listening to other people's stories kind of got me really, really interested. And I digged in, sharing it, loving it, shouting it. And I got my testimony.
Wow.
And look at me today.
Amazing.
So it's like that was really what got me to say yes to this amazing journey.
I just love that, because there are many people that are watching on whoever's platform. You may be watching and you may be just looking, as what Belinda says, looking through people's albums. And just by chance, you have just come across this amazing moving video album talking about people's lives and how this amazing business can change people's lives. And that's what I love. It's all about changing lives. So that's how you came in contact through social media, which is amazing. Scrolling through Facebook and came in contact. That's amazing. Let's move over to Hayley. Hayley, just tell us, who was Hayley before Juice Plus, and how did you come in contact with this amazing company?
Okay, so I Hayley before Juice Plus, I was a bit like Linda, like working all the hours, having someone else look after the children, literally rushing around, just living in the rat race and neglecting my health. And actually, it wasn't until I had a health scare that it actually made me think, wow, I need to relook at myself. I was turning 30 anyway, so that was making me have a bit of a little midlife crisis. But also, I was run down. I was always having headaches. I just felt really tired all the time. I was doing a stressful job. And I literally was looking at my life thinking, I'm approaching my 30s and all I'm doing is sleeping, rushing, working, and then trying to pay the bills. And a week before payday, I've got nothing left. I was a single mum and I was trying to juggle everything. And even 3 days after I'd been paid, I had nothing for the whole month. So I was wishing the month away and wondering how I'm going to get through. But also, I was always on diets. I never looked after myself. I never counted how many fruits and vegetables I had. I just wanted to be skinnier. And I was just neglecting myself. So I came across this opportunity actually on a hen do, because I'd had a moment where I was just like, I'm going to say yes to something. And no, I can't afford it, but I'm going to go to this hen do because I'm going to put it on the credit card. Life's too short. I've had a bit of a health scare and it just made me think, what is my life? So I said yes to the hen do. And it was obviously meant to be, because on that hen do, there was one person going on the hen do that I never had met before. And she was part of the hen party. And that was my upline. That then became my upline. So it was obviously meant to be moment. I started sitting next to her on the plane, started chatting to her, loved how she was spending money at the airport, because that's how I dreamed to be spending money, just buying designer glasses without trying them on and stuff. And I was like, wow, I need to sit next to her on the plane and see what she does for a living. So I did. I sat next to her on the plane, asked her what she'd done. She told me she was working for Juice Plus and explained to me about the products. Obviously, I was at a time where I was looking for better health, so that ticked a massive box for me. And I was also looking for extra income because I was really struggling. I'd previously tried working in a pub alongside my full-time job, and I hated it. Plus, I had massive mum guilt because I was having to leave my son even longer, and it just didn't work. So I quit within a month. And I was just like, I'm doomed. I'm not going to earn any extra money. But then this come along, so that's how I come across the opportunity.
Wow, I'm just loving these stories. I'm going to ask a question to anybody that is out there. Are you running the rat race? Are you working? Do you have children? You've got your children. You're working. You're getting headaches. Are you tired of being tired? Are you sick of being sick? This is why I just love this amazing company. And you know why? Because it just answers so many other things. Apart from finance, apart from your health, again, mindset. I mean, Ernesto, when you hear these stories, what goes through your mind? I mean, I always ask you this, but you hear these amazing stories about, we haven't even got to how it's changed their lives yet, but just hearing how they actually got involved in this amazing company. I love the two stories. One was on social media. One was actually meeting somebody for the first time on a plane and thinking, wow, I love her lifestyle. What do you do, and find out that way. Different ways, because people are always under the impression that, oh, it's only through social media that you get to know this business, or, oh, it's only through events like that. But you can help to change people's lives wherever you go. Wherever you go. So Ernesto, please just explain the different avenues, you can hear the different stories about how they got connected to this amazing company. From a corporate point of view, I mean, we know that the corporate part is all about changing lives. But when you hear these stories, what goes through your mind?
I mean, this is what gets me going, actually, for 30 years. It's the stories, the thousands of stories I've heard where this extra income changes lives. The product changes lives. The community changes life. There's so many aspects to this business. and to our mission and to our vision that changes lives. And I think this is the most beautiful thing. One of the key visions of the company is to help other people realize their dreams. It is a beautiful thing to do. And this is what every partner is doing out there. They're trying to help other people realize their dreams. And how do they do it? By sharing the mission of inspiring healthy living. Healthy living is financial health and physical health. And this is what motivates me. This is what I brag about when I talk to my friends and to my family. It's like, yes, it's nice to do this and to do that, but we're in the company where we are actually impacting people's, families, children's lives. And I think that is a good thing. We are changing the world with Juice Plus. I'm a big fan of that because it is with every new partner, with every new customer, we are doing good to this world. And that brings a big spot on my face, right? That's why I'm here after 30 years. I think this business, the product, but especially the opportunity, fits you like a glove. It depends on where you are, what you want, how much you want to put in there, what you want to get out of it. Do you want to do it full time? Do you want to do it part time? Do you want to do it one hour a day or 2 hours a month? It's all there. It's all there. I mean, we built this vehicle that you can use, and you just need to get behind the wheel and drive as fast as you want, drive as far as you want, get it as comfortable as you want, have it as long as you want. I mean, it's all you. The thing that makes this thing so beautiful is you and the stuff you put into it.
Wow, I just love it. It's what you make it, you just make it. It's all down to the individual. And that's what I really, really love about the amazing company. Anthony, I'm going to move to you because being obviously one of the speakers here, from a male perspective, because a lot of people are under the impression that this is just a women's business. We do see predominantly women, but there are men that do this business as well. What would you say to the men out there? Because they might be watching the social media, just sitting on the back whilst their wives are in the Zoom and stuff, and they're just listening, pretending that they're not listening, but they are listening. What would you say to the men out there? And how does it change men's lives? Because people go, right, okay, the children, but from a male's perspective, I mean, you've got children. How has it really, really changed your life from a male perspective?
Changing my life. That's a big one, Where do I start from now? Apart from when first time joined Ritual, I was every day, I was 96, every side. So when I saw her journey, that was also my journey too. So I started taking my capsules, I exercising, drinking more water, and then along the line, I got to 72. It was pretty good for me. All my straight jeans, I started wearing them back. It was fantastic. My scoring went down. It was health-wise, it was just great. Then, if you extrapolate this along all the number of years we've been around in terms of financial terms, it's been fantastic. One of the best things that happened to me, all my life. It's changed everyone in the family. The kids are happy. We can go on holiday. It's just good. I mean, it's sweet. You can keep counting. It's been a tremendous thing in my life.
So you would definitely recommend that more men should actually join the business.
I don't see why anyone should be waiting. I mean, you should be at the forefront driving. Immediately I saw it that, I saw the 48 pounds. I said, no way, I can't be left behind. So you need to get to it. If you don't join, you never can tell what will happen. No one can tell whether you will be a PME if you don't start the journey. So I don't see why any man should be waiting to tell you to drive you. And you should just take people by the horn and then along with us.
And health has no health is for everyone, really. It's not gender specific. Health is for everyone, and wealth is for everyone as well. Finance is for everyone as well. So it can change both men and both women's lives as well. My husband's in the business, you're in the business, and there are loads of men. But moving over to Nesta, if I can remember briefly, I remember seeing a photograph. I think it was Simon Bowler that actually put up. This was years ago, and he was showing a picture of, and I don't know whether it was before Juice Plus or whether it was from NSA itself or whether it was from, I think it was from Juice Plus actually, and that group picture was predominantly men. Was predominantly men. I don't know if anybody else has seen that picture. This is about a couple of years that Simon, and it's so amazing how things have changed, that now we're seeing more and more women that are into this amazing business. But before, it looked like it was predominantly men that were actually in the business. So I don't know why the men are running away, but they need to really come back. They really need to come back because and take your position. Otherwise, we women, they say, who rules the world? Who rules the world? Let me get Beyonce here. Who rules the world? So, men, you need to take your position as well, because more and more men, we need more and more men. Health is not gender specific. Finance is not gender specific. You need to get yourself and to make an impact on changing people's lives is just absolutely amazing. So moving over to Belinda. So we found out how you joined the business. We know who Belinda was before Juice Plus. So who is Belinda now? Who is Belinda now? What have you achieved? I know some of the things that you're achieving even now, which is absolutely amazing, which I want you to share. But who is Belinda now? How has it changed your life? And tell us about the couple of things that you're actually doing that this opportunity has allowed you to start doing. Please just share that.
Okay, thank you for that. It's always amazing when I share this story, who Belinda has, transformed into this amazing person you're seeing today. Before Juice Plus, I wasn't there as a mother. I remember one incident that happened one time when my son, he was just like 7 years old. He asked me that, Mom, can you buy me PS3? Then it was PS3. And I said to him, I didn't have the money to buy his PS3. For a 7-year-old boy, he said to me, Mom, you don't have money to buy me a PS3, but you work every day. You don't come to my parents' evening. You don't come to my sports day. You don't come to Christmas carol. You're not always there. You work every single day. I don't even see you as a mother. But yet you can't buy me PS3. And for a mother, and for a 7 years old, telling a mother that, I felt like I was going to just disappear, And that touched me so hard, but I couldn't help it. I was still that person until that 2017 when my life changed, And the fact that I worked that 7 days a week, I was still broke. I was still going to borrow money from friends. I remember one incident that happened again where every time I'm going to borrow from my friends, they'll peep through the window, and when they see me coming, they say, oh my God, Boro Boro is coming. Boro Boro make me rich. That all I do is borrow, but I work 7 days a week. Look at her. She even work more than me, yet I come to borrow money from them. So the fact that this business changed my life from being a mother who is always there for their children, For that PS3 that my son asked me, when I bought him PS3, I didn't buy PS3. I ended up buying PS5, I ended up not going back to my friends to borrow money. I remember one time when they didn't see me again come back to borrow money from them, one literally called me and said, hi, Belinda, how are you? I said, I'm good. He said, oh, we don't see you anymore. I said, yeah, see you how? She said, oh, but I was expecting you to come last month to come and borrow £100. You see how disheartening is this? So it was this business that gave me that life back, being that mother that I never go to borrow that £100. And the fact that this business as well, one great thing I love about this business is that it will bring out the best in you. Because we all have potentials in ourselves. There's a gift God has given every one of us here. And if you're doing something that whatever you're doing is not bringing out those potentials in you, that means you're in the wrong profession. It was through this amazing business I begin to realize that I can be different. Because imagine having to start this business, I started recruiting people who who are professionals like doctors, lawyers, nurses in my team. And I was thinking, and I said to myself, come to think about it, who is Belinda? I was just a carer. I didn't have a profession. But then when I now sat back and I said, if I could have all these professionals, working with me, can I just go back to uni? And that gave me the zeal to go back to school, and I'm gonna just share a little bit about myself, so that people out there watching, because there's sometimes in life people look at themselves, they feel like, oh, they are no good, they can't do something good, or they are not good enough. Okay, back home, I was a lady I'm dyslexic and dysplasia. I don't know whether you people know about that. I have difficulties in reading, understanding. I'm not like every other child. I was a special child who, in class, after lecture, after school, nothing, my brain just goes blank. I don't understand. To the extent, when my parents had to force me to go back to school, I ran away from home. Then coming back to UK, I was faced with that much difficulties. I was still like, I said, well, the best thing to do is just to be a carer. And I became a carer. But when I found this amazing business, it made me to rethink back, to say, if a lot of all these ladies is going out there, being doctors, being lawyers, and they can come back and do this business, that means there's something there for me. And I went back to school. Not only going back to school, I went to study social work. Imagine a dyslexic person that my friends think I went to university when I was back home. I didn't go to no university, but I'm such a smart girl. But I didn't go because I was scared, because I don't understand. Because the way I assimilate words, understanding, cognition is different from every other person. When I went back to do social work, that put me on the scale to say, yes, this business has brought out that zeal, that love, that potentials that was hidden back home, that I was not able to find myself. But even doing it at 1 year, I said, I think this is not where I'm meant to be. I had to change my course, and I went back to study mental health. And look at me today. I'm going to graduate in July. So it's like I'm so proud of myself. And if I wasn't doing this business, I would have still been left being a carer. So it's just inspiring healthy living that has made me to become who I am today. So I encourage everyone out there, if you are doing something and that thing you're doing is not bringing out the best in you, like every year you see yourself in the same position, same person, no change. I'm telling you the truth, you're in the wrong profession. Look at me today, inspiring healthy living around the world, mental health, and I'm super excited. And I just thank Juice Plus, because if I wasn't doing Juice Plus, I don't know how my life would have been. I don't know. It's so amazing.
I just love this story. I just want to cry, because this is the power of this amazing company. And this is not the only, there's so many people that I know that have joined this company, Ernesto. You've not even heard half of the people, especially from our community, that have actually gone back because of Juice Plus, have actually gone back to study, have actually gone back to do either nursing, or you're going to hear more and more stories of this. They've actually, some people that didn't even have any education at all, have now, because of this amazing company. Ladies and gentlemen, this company changes lives in more ways than you can ever believe. You see us on social media talking about Juice Plus, inspiring healthy living around the world, and you just think it's just one angle. this company really does change people's lives financially, physically, mentally, socially, in relations. It is. And you want to be a part of this. We're not asking you just to come and sell fruits and vegetables. We want you, as Jay Martin has always said, we want people to realize their dreams, their vision, their purpose, the reason why they're on this earth. And sometimes you'll be in an environment and you won't be able to unlock what is actually inside of you until you start coming into the Juice Plus family, being related, connecting with people and understanding if she can do that, I can do that too. And this is what we're doing. This is what we call inspiring healthy living around the world. Health, more than just a physical, more than financial, more than mental. It's about social relationship as well. It's about the community. There's so many. Health is such a holistic approach, and that's what this amazing company is all about. Moving over to Hayley. Hayley, a lot of people are really, really inspired. And you may not know it, and that's what I love so much about you because you're so humble. You're so humble, and you don't know how you really touch so many people's lives. You've touched my life, like I said, right from the first time when I joined and saw you in the Zoom, and how you're just such an inspiration to so many of us. Share with us, how has Juice Plus changed your life?
Wow. Well, it's been 9 years, guys, so I've got a lot. But I just think the main thing for me is I was stuck in the mindset of I've become a single mum. I'm going to be like my mum's life. I'm just always going to be scrimping and scraping and sort of living life's challenges. I didn't really believe in manifesting or sort of going for dreams. It was, at that time, it was beaten out of me. But what this business has done is allowed me to see that dreams can come true. You can achieve what you put your mind to, and it can happen for just ordinary girls like me that left school without any qualifications. You know, a bit like Belinda, like I just couldn't get into school. I didn't sort of like education, but more so like I'd pick up a book and I'd just lose concentration and things like that, and I just give up. But with this, I don't know, it just gave me a different sort of excitement. I just felt addicted straight away because I loved helping people and I loved seeing the small changes each week in different people, my clients, my team members, and that just fueled me and just gave me this unbelievable belief in the products and the business that just lifted me and sort of pushed me to the top. So yeah, I just got addicted really quickly. It's completely changed my life. And I think I would have paid hundreds of thousands for a life coach to guide me the way the Juice Plus company has. And I haven't had to do that. You know, I just invested in the business, become super healthy. And that's another thing. I never ever connected food to brain. Like, I didn't understand that, you know, your second brain's in your gut and 70% of your thoughts come from your gut. So if you're not feeding yourself right, you're not thinking right. I never ever put those two together. So I was always miserable and you know, negative. But that's because I wasn't eating right. So yeah, it's just made me understand health better. I'm a better role model to my children in terms of how we eat as a family and healthy choices. And then financially, you know, after 2 years of doing this as a side hustle, I got to the top of the business PMD at the time, within 24 months of doing this part-time alongside a very stressful full-time job. And after 2 years, I thought I'd be in retail for life. I thought I'd be like old, having a walking stick and having to help bend down, pick clothes off the floor. But after 2 years in this business, I quit retail, and I've been in retail for 15 years. And what it done is it gave me priceless memories, because with my first child, again, very similar to Belinda, I was working and missing hours with my children. My first son had to go back into childcare at 6 months old because we couldn't financially afford for me to have what I wanted off, which was a year maternity leave. So he went back at 6 months old. It was the worst time for us because he just started teething, and I just had massive mum guilt that he was going to be, you know, in nursery, having his 3 meals a day given to him by someone else, and I'm going to miss certain key milestones as well, and it really tore my heart to pieces. But there was no other way, like the bills had to be paid. But what this business allowed me to do is, with my second son, I left my retail job on maternity leave, and I told them as I walked out heavily pregnant, you know, I'm not going to be back. And they were like, never say never, you might be once you've had the baby and you've done Juice Plus full time for like a year, you might want to come back. And I was like, no, I'm telling you now, I'm not coming back. And just leaving that and having that maternity leave, knowing that I'm not going back to work and I haven't got to leave this little baby at all. And I had a whole 6 years of him being with me every day, building this business, until he started school and then left me. But I didn't miss a single milestone, and I really cherished that time. And also for my older son as well, he was like, Mummy, are you on holiday? Like, why are you picking up from school? And he would never be able to ride his bike to school because we were always in a rush. I'd literally chuck him out the car, wave him off. So he never got to ride his bike and things. And he was like, am I riding my bike to school? Am I allowed to do this more than once? And I said, you're going to be doing it forever now. And he was like, oh. And I just thought, oh my God, like, that's not even money. That's just that priceless moment of seeing his face that he could ride his bike to school. So yeah, this business has given me so many incredible things, like priceless memories with family. We've never been on holiday abroad together with my mum, my brother, when I was growing up. So with one of my bonuses, we took the whole family abroad. I got married with one of my bonuses in Santorini, which is incredible. So yeah, it's just blown me away. It really has changed my family's life.
Yeah, I just love these amazing stories. I mean, guys, you're listening about 2 totally different stories, but so similar as well. And that's just the power of the community that we have in this Juice Plus bubble. What I love, and Ernesto, you can talk a little bit about it, is that this company is international. It's not just about, I mean, Belinda, you're on the UK, Hayley, you're on the UK, Anthony, you're on the UK, but this business is international. Ernesto, just briefly just tell us about the international market and how this company, how when people join, they literally join to build relationships internationally.
Yes, of course. I mean, this is the beauty of it. I mean, you can work locally, you can work regionally, you can work in the country, you can work internationally. It's, again, it fits the glove fits the hand. It's exactly what you want to do. And of course, we tell the people to maybe start off with, you know, regionally with the people you know, and in social media, you know, doing some things in your country. But at a certain time, it's a good thing to start building internationally and look for people that are in different countries. I mean, it depends on where you come from. I'm Dutch. How many Dutch people live in the US? How many Dutch people live in Canada? How many Dutch people live in Australia? How many Dutch people live in New Zealand? How many Dutch people live in Austria? How many Dutch people? This community is amazing, and I can speak my own language doing my own posts in Dutch, and then find people on social media that are interested in the mission of inspiring healthy living and helping other people realizing their dreams. That is what to do, and we can do this in so many countries already, and we have not even opened up all the countries. So we are in the middle of opening up new countries as we speak. Just last year, we opened up Czech Republic and Portugal, and the year before we did Romania. So we are opening other countries. We're looking at opening up countries in this year as well for you to find customers maybe in Greece. Let's open up in the next 2 years, maybe Brazil. We're looking at so many things and so many beautiful countries to open for you to expand your business. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to expand because there's still millions of people in the UK who have not heard about Juice Plus. So it's not like, oh, I cannot expand and that's why I'm not successful. No, there's still millions of people in the UK that have not heard about Juice Plus. There's still millions of people and millions of people that have not heard about Juice Plus in the country you're living in, right? So it's just finding those people, working and doing the right things on social media, but also, as you said in the beginning, Olivia, this is offline and online, right? You don't have to do everything online, you can do it offline. So this business is international, but it's local and it's regional as well.
Wow, I just love it. It is. And you can change people's lives in whatever form that you want. Briefly over to Anthony, and then we're going to talk about something just ask the last. Anthony, we have an amazing incentive that is going on, and that is Rio. How excited are you about going to Rio? Because I'm sure you're going to Rio alongside I'm going to Rio. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm going to Rio. So how excited? The company has put an incentive on going to Rio in 2025. Obviously, it is called Vision 2025. So we're going to work towards it. But tell us, how excited are you about going on that?
I'm very excited, but I'm not seeing my inputs there. I'm pushing, but yeah, I'm really, really pushing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to see other places. Rio is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be different, exciting. It's a goal for everyone to meet. It's a goal for everyone to go. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're really looking forward. And for those people that don't know, you see, this amazing company that we're talking about, they put on fantastic incentives. And guess what? They have got an incentive that even if you join the business now, you can go. It's a 2025 incentive, or a trip to Rio, where they'll be paying for your accommodation there, depending on how well you do in the business. They can even pay towards your flight going there. But this is what this amazing company does. You know what blows my mind before I move to our guests? What I love is that, hold on, you've joined a company where it's your own company. You're your own boss, you're your own CEO, right? And you're making money from it because it's your own business. And then the company on top of that, it's your own business, you're making money. And on top of that, the company is saying, wow, well done. We've got an incentive for you and we want to pay for you to go to Rio. It's like, let's just look at a normal traditional business. Who's going to be paying for you to go on trips, travel incentives? Who does that? You've got your own business, you're making money for yourself, and on top of that, the company is rewarding you if you meet the criteria of that incentive. Say, hey, we've got a trip incentive for you, and if you meet the target, then we're going to pay for you to go. Absolutely amazing. I'm just so super excited. But what more am I excited about? Like I said, we're from the UK here, is the one-time sign up here in the UK. Guess what? You may be watching around in the UK or in Ireland, and we have some amazing news for you. You heard the stories so far. You heard what the company is all about. You can hear how it can change your life and how you can help to change other people's life. It's like that chain effect about how you can change. You change your life and change other people's lives. And guess what? You can start your journey today with just £1 if you live in the UK. Now, you heard Hayley saying, she would pay thousands to get a life coach. You got it in the house of this company. You've heard Belinda say how this amazing company has allowed her now to go back to university, and start a career in mental health nursing. You can start your journey with just £1 in the UK. Or if you're an island, €1. There's so much. With £1 or €1, you can start your journey of living healthier, improving your own health by buying the products and amazing business, by improving your finance with just your journey with just £1, by improving the self-development with just £1 or €1. You can start your journey today. So before we leave, I want our two special guests to give us, what would you say to people out there around the globe? What would be your last thoughts? What would be your message to the world that is listening right now? Because we know that people are watching from whatever platforms that they are. What would be your message to them? Why this company? Belinda, over to you.
What I can say to everyone watching today is, have you thought about it changing someone's life? Because I'm going to share this story. I met this lady at, I was going to Holland Barracks, and this lady came in, she had clutches, and she came in, and with tears all over her face, and she walked to the store person and said to her that she wants to that she wants to lose weight, and that she's been ill, she's lost her home, she's almost losing her child, that she really needs to lose this weight. Apparently, the people in the till, they kind of called the security to ask her to leave because, her appearance, to every eye that sees her would think she's mentally ill. And I was just watching. And she was at the point of, the security man was at the point of working her out. And I approached this lady. The way I spoke with her, the way I accepted her, she kind of felt relieved. She said to me, this is the first time in years someone could be nice to her. And that really touched me. And she started telling me on her story that she's not mentally ill, that it was this, it was that, that she really needs to lose this weight. And that the social workers are already taking her child because her husband left her and reported her that she was mentally ill. That she's not. But it's just that that's how life has treated her. That really touched me. I followed this lady to her home. Her home is not the best look, because I couldn't find a place to put my feet. But I managed, I went in there, I sat down with her, I shared my journey with her, and she was so thrilled. She bought the product from me, and I started, talking to her every day, sending her information about what to use on a daily basis and stuff and things like that. Was following up with her. The great news is that she lost weight. She changed her life of not being dirty looking, her hair tattered, her because the slippers she was wearing that day, that was rose at the back of it. She told me that she just want to die, that this life was not worth living, But by the time after she met me and her life changed, for me, that was a take home. It was a take home because it's like, I ask people, have you ever thought about how many people have you changed their life? Like they can literally call you on a daily basis to say to you, thank you. It's not when you don't need to build a house, you don't need to buy a car for someone. That single thank you every morning is what gladdens my heart. And that is why I keep doing what I'm doing. Because every day I get text messages, I get calls from people just saying that word to me, thank you. And I wanted to be in that position today to give somebody that life that they have felt they have lost. And this is what this product will give to you. because that's what the Buddha gave to me. He gave me back my life. He gave me back my children. Like my middle daughter, she loves chocolate so much. She doesn't like eating healthy. But imagine them at now. Even they go to the gym more than me. Sometimes I just want to, maybe sometimes I will just say, okay, let me just go off the rail and eat something unhealthy. They'll say, Mom, I've changed their life. And this is something that when you reflect back, it's not about millions, but it's just that change. So I encourage everyone today, make a difference to people out there. There are so many people out there that will need just that love to just say, or just say cuddle. Imagine everyone running away from that woman. But I went with her, I sat with her, I listened to her. She poured out her heart. I mean, if her lifespan was supposed to be like 10 years, at that point, it has added like 20 years. And that's what made me, being part of this amazing business, I have no regret.
Wow.
I'll keep doing it because there are more lives out there to be changed.
I love that. And I hope she's joined the business with £1 now, because she could go out there and change other people's lives out there, sharing her story and saying how she met one lady, Belinda, and Belinda helped to change her life for introducing her to this amazing company. And she could go out there and share her story and change other people's lives. So please, let her join. £1. Let her join the business and let her go out there to inspire the greatness of what this amazing company has done for her. I just love that. I just love that story. It just gives me goosebumps because some people think about charities having a charity and share changing people's lives, and I was always told, you know what? Why give somebody fish when you can teach them how to fish and make a living for themselves? And this is what this company is all about. It doesn't give you fish; it gives you the fishing rod, so that you can go out there to fish for yourself, so that you don't owe anybody anything yourself. So go out there. We're offering you a fishing rod to go out there and fish and make that change for yourself, and not handouts like some charities. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with charities, but it's good when you can actually show somebody how to fish. Hayley, what's your last word to people that are out there that might be thinking, that might be on the fence? What would you say to the world about this amazing company, and your last thoughts as well?
I would say don't let that negative part of your brain talk you out of it, because so many people say to me, I haven't got the time, I don't know what I'm doing, I could never do what you do, I'm not confident. And it's just, this business, like Ernesto said, is like a glove. Like, you can hide behind your phone until you're confident. When you're confident, you will gain more confidence to speak live and go and show your face on the video. Like, it's just perfect. You can go baby steps all the way, and you will have someone. We expect you to know nothing. You have someone that will guide you all the way and teach you everything you need to know. So just don't be put off. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So that's it from me.
Wow, I just love that. Thank you so much. So anybody that is watching, please, like we said, don't listen to the negative people, about the naysayers that may say. Jump on board, try and find out for yourself what this amazing business is about. If you live in the UK, it's only £1. If you are living in Ireland, it is just €1. But if you're living in any of the other countries, go back, it is a reasonable price for you to start up your own personal business. So I just want to say thank you to our amazing guests that have been with us. I think Hayley's just dropped off. She dropped off. Okay. Thank you, Hayley. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you, Anthony, for stepping in the place for Constance. And we wish Constance a speedy recovery. Our prayers go out to her. Thank you so much, Mr. Ernesto Hartog, that's always there to support us. And I just want to thank every single one of you that's in this Zoom today for your support, for your love. Bring somebody out next time that you come, and those watching the social media platform. If you are interested in what we do, how we do it, please go back to the person that is sharing this on their page. Or if you're here for the first time, please go back to the person that's actually invited you here. They will tell you some more. We are the Juice Plus community. We love everybody. And as you can see, corporate will support you. But not only that, the community are there to support you as well. So we look forward to seeing you next time. So thank you, everyone, and we will see you soon. Take care now. Bye.
Bye.